California is finally depositing money into your bank's account. Watch this video to find out who is eligible, when you get your money, and the main part, how much you can receive. And don't forget to subscribe. Hi guys, Viktoriya Khusit here with VK Consulting, and today let's talk about the money. It seems like a lot of people start receiving California stimulus payments. Basically refunds, rebates, stimulus payments, whatever you want to call it. And I got quite a few texts and emails saying, what is it? Do you know what it is? Or, you know what, everybody's receiving. I haven't received anything. Am I eligible? So once again, I made a video about it, but let's just talk about key points. So maximum amount you can receive is $1,050 that the family can receive, and it's if it's direct deposit, it's gonna say in your bank FTB refund. It should have started hitting your bank account of last Friday, October 6th. So, and there is two ways you can receive the money, via direct deposit or via debit card. The main point here is that you had to file your 2020 tax return for last year through the deadline of extension, meaning you had to file your tax return by October 15. If you did not file, you filed it later, you will not receive a rebate or refund. Now let's talk about income. Who is eligible? So if your gross income is below $150,000, you are eligible for $1,050. However, you're eligible for $1,050 if you do have a dependent. If you do not have a dependent, it might be a child or the parents, dependent on your tax return, you are eligible for $700. If you're making more than $150,000, but $250,000, and you have a dependent, your stimulus payment is going to be $750. And if you do not have a dependent, it's $500. Now, interesting part that never happens. If you're making more than $250,000, but under $500,000, you still can get money if you have a dependent. And here it does not matter whether you have 5 dependents or 1 dependent, you're gonna get the same amount. So with the dependent, you're gonna get $600. Without dependent, it's $400. And if you're making over $500,000, you're not qualified for any stimulus payments. This was for people who are filing married or registered domestic partners. Now let's talk about people who are head of household and they have a dependent or they do not have a dependent. The amount's a little bit different. So if you're making under $150,000 and you're a head of household and you have a dependent, you're gonna receive $750. And if you do not have a dependent, you're getting $500. If you're making up to $250,000, between $150,000 to $250,000, you will receive $500 with a dependent and $250 without a dependent. And if you're making $250,000 to $500,000 with a dependent, you're gonna get $400, and without a dependent, you're gonna get $200. Very different amount happens for the people who are single or are filing separately. Usually, if you are married filing separately, you don't get anything. Or to this matter, if your income above $250,000. But for this stimulus payments, the amounts are very different. It's been expanded to a lot of people. So if you are single, married filing separately, and you're making under $75,000 and you have a dependent, you will receive $700. And if you do not have a dependent, you will receive $350. Now, anybody who's making $75,000 to $125,000, single and married filing separately, with a dependent will get $500, and without dependent, gonna get $250. And everybody who is single and married filing separately and making over $125,000 will receive $400. with a dependent. If they don't have a dependent, gonna get a $200. There is no 500 limit for singles or married filing separately. Your ceiling is $250,000. So if you're single or married filing separately and you're making $250,000 or more, you are not eligible for any stimulus payments. Remember, for married people filing jointly and for the head of household, the limit, the ceiling was $500,000. For single people and married filing separately, your ceiling is $250,000. Now, as I said, payments already started at the beginning of October, and they're gonna go until early January of 2023. So a lot of people in California, everybody filed differently, depending on your income. There will be different phases when you receive your money. And obviously, direct deposit's gonna come in sooner. And if you, for example, had a balance due on the return that you filed, you will receive a debit card. Or if you receive the paper check, like you prefer your refund to receive as a paper check, not direct deposit, you will get a debit card. You will get a debit card, there will be a phone number, you have to call and activate that card, and your money gonna be on a card. The only thing, another I need to mention, that if on the 2020 tax return, you were claimed as a dependent, right? So we're talking about now dependent people who now in 2021 are no longer a dependent, you will not receive the stimulus payments. So it's all based on a 2020 tax return. And if you were claimed as a dependent, you will not receive the stimulus check. However, if you were not claimed as a dependent and you filed your tax return, you will receive your money. So keep checking your mail, keep checking your bank account. If you have questions, you can go to ftb.ca.gov, Franchise Tax Board, and look for stimulus payments. They have a nice tool where you can actually estimate your stimulus payments amount, see the processing time, and have a lot of your questions answered. Good luck, and let's get that money.